No, sit. Place. Sit. Good boy. Place between the legs isn't something that just a dog that's on a SWAT team could learn, or somebody that competes with their dog. You could train your house dog to do this. Now, personally, I like to teach a dog to do this because a lot of my clients are service dogs that live in New York City. So if I'm on the subway or they're on the subway, you can put the dog between your legs like this and nobody's going to step on it. It's a great place to park the dog. Also, anything you teach your dog to do is going to be helpful to the dog. It's pretty simple. You don't have to use food to train them to do this. It's pretty simple. All you have to do is use the leash. Everything that Chippy's doing here and all the dogs that I train, no food's been used. Why would you use food? It doesn't make any sense. They don't need that. They work for praise, play, anything that the dog likes. Using food will condition your dog to be excited around food. It'll make you look like a resource for snacks. It's so inappropriate to use food, and it seems like 99% of the dog trainers, that's all they know how to do. But you can't tell the dog good? Good boy. Good boy, Chippy. See? He gets it. Now, the first thing that you're going to want to do is put the dog behind you. And if you're going to train your dog to do this, your dog should already know sit, down. It should know some commands. Whoa. You can put it at whoa or sit, wherever. It doesn't matter. But you put it behind you and thread it through your legs like this. Watch this. Here. Chippy, here. Heel. Sit. Chippy, place. Sit. Good boy. So when the dog comes in and gets between your legs, say sit. And you have the leash in your hand, so as it goes through your legs and it gets the right spot, you can use the leash to stop the dog and make sure the dog stops in the proper area by saying sit with a little upward motion. Like this. Watch this. Here. Chippy, place, sit. Good boy. Now do it from the other angle. Here, Chippy, here, heel. Come on, buddy, heel. Sit. Now watch what I do. Watch what I do with the leash. So my legs are open. I'm inviting the dog in. Open up your legs, sort of wide enough that your dog, no matter what size it is, can get between your legs. And watch what I do with the leash in my hand. Chippy, place. Sit. See? It's easy. Good boy. And then when the dog gets down there, give him positive reinforcement when they're in the right spot. Now watch it again. Here. Come on, Chip. Heel, buddy. Here. Sit. Place. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. You're a good boy. Now, you notice my positive reinforcement happens 1.3 seconds of the action. So all your positive and negative reinforcement, your timing has to be spot on. Concentrate on that. If you're saying good boy 3 seconds later or 4 seconds later, you're proud. The dog's already somewhere else. Sit. Beautiful. Nice job, dude. Good boy. Their mind isn't like ours. They don't ponder thought. That's not what we're dealing with. So you have to make sure that your positive and negative reinforcement is right at that action, either bad or good. Chippy, place. Sit. Beautiful. Good job, dude. Nice. Nice work, dude. You got it? It's very, very simple. Very simple. Chippy, sit. Let's see if Chippy will do it off leash, and I bet he will. Oh, one more thing while I'm on this. Chippy is on this place target that we taught him to use. I don't know, maybe the first week he was here, I started having him go up on paint cans and stuff like that, so he picked that up. So this was totally beneficial, helping him learn. He didn't really know what I want. He didn't know what I want. So having this, it was easier to get him into that position in between my legs. Don't ever discount something like this. Oh, I'm just going to skip over that because it's going to take a week or whatever. to teach the dog to go up on a place target like that. Don't do that. Spend your time doing the preliminary work, getting the basics down with the dog, and then start making it more difficult, giving the dog harder and harder tasks and commands. Now he can do it. He can do it way out here. Watch this here. Chippy here, heel. Come on, buddy, heel. Sit. Make sure your leash isn't all messed up. Place. No, place. Sit. Good boy. Good boy. You're a very good boy. Chippy, place. Sit. Beautiful. Nice job, buddy. You want some breakfast, dude?
Yeah, Caine, I want to eat.
Good boy, Chippy Whippy. You are about the cutest dog I've ever known. You know that? Other than all the other dogs I know. All you dogs are cute, right? Now also, another thing, when you first start doing this, they're not going to know what you want them to do. The transition, like you have the dog behind you, and you're pulling it through, and the dog's picking up on that. Spend some time doing that, maybe a day or two. Work on that, and then you're going to have the dog out in front of you, and you're going to say place. That's where this really came in handy, the place target. Because you're going to have the dog, and you're going to sort of direct the dog with the leash, pulling the dog into position. So you want to have them make that turn into that position. You want them going around, spinning in behind you. You don't want them going in front. No, Chippy, sit. You don't want them going in front of you. Sure way, that's a surefire way to have trip over the dog. So you're going to pull the dog into position. Watch it. Chippy, place. So you pull him in, right, and you pull behind and use your leash. Sit, like that. You got that? This really isn't that hard. Remember, dog training's a lot of muscle memory. Do it over and over again and the dog will start picking it up. You don't want to try and do this without a leash. All dog training, you're having problems with your dog, are you using a leash? Stop expecting too much. Put a leash on the dog. Get the dog functioning real good. If you have an e-collar on the dog's e-collar conditioned, you still are going to use a leash every now and then. Not every now and then. You should always have a leash available. Okay? And your leash, you should have a 6-foot leather leash. You shouldn't have anything other than that. You should not have nylon. You shouldn't have mountain climbing rope. You shouldn't have any of that garbage. Get a 6-foot leather leash. If you're a vegan, get a biothane leash. That's totally acceptable. Just spend your time doing this. Don't skip over anything. Take your time and be thorough. Now let's see it. Chippy, no, sit. Chippy, no, sit. I didn't say to do that.
Caine, I want to lay down.
Okay, down. You could train the dog to do that too. Right now we're working sit, but if he said sit, he could go in the down position. Chippy, sit. No, sit. Good boy. Chippy, down. So you could have the dog spin into position and put him in the down position too. So let's see if Chippy will do it off leash. Here, come on, Chip. Here. Sit. Chippy, place. No, place. Sit. That's pretty good, dude. That's good, dude. You're a good boy. You're a very good boy, dude. Nice job. Do it one more time for me, buddy. Chippy, heel. Sit. Chippy, place. Sit. Beautiful, beautiful. Now, one other thing that you want the dog to be able to do, and I have not worked with Chippy on this, and that's that you want them to be able to go from place into heel. It's two different commands. They need to be able to function that way. They need to be able to go from, any of the commands. It doesn't matter if it's down into sit. It's the same thing. So you need the dog to back out. They are not supposed to go in front of you. They'll trip you. That is not the way it's done. So they need to back out. So you say, Chippy, heel. And just use your leash. No, heel. Come on, buddy. Heel. No, heel. Sit. Good. And you'll repeat this over and over again. Now, he hasn't done this. We just got to this point. So this afternoon, we'll be working on that. And from him going from heel into place, which would be something similar. We're going to direct him into place. Chippy, place. Sit. That was fucking awesome. Nice job, dude. That was good. That was real good. But going from place into heel might be a little bit harder, but he's going to get it. Let's try him one more time. Chippy, place. Sit. You are awesome. And I said place, not heel. He picked this up right then. I swear to God, one time. One time you picked. You're awesome, man.
You're damn right, I'm a Diresta.
You are. You're Chippy Diresta. Chippy, place. No, Chippy, no, place. Sit. Chippy, heel. No, heel. Back out, dude. Back out, heel. There you go. You got it. Sit. Yeah, we'll be doing it by this afternoon. No problem. Spend your time on this. If you live in New York City, this is a great thing to teach your dog. If you live in the country, it's a great thing to teach your dog. It's like any other commands. They must be compliant. Anything you teach the dog to do, teaching them to be compliant, is going to be it's going to make for a healthy, happy dog. You're creating a language where you can articulate stuff to the dog. Without doing that, without spending the time training the dog or getting somebody to get the dog trained, your dog is just sort of like in this confused state a lot of times. This bumps up your dog's IQ by so much, getting the dog trained, and it's all positive. It's all positive. You're hanging out with the dog, you're spending time with the dog. They love it. He loves this shit. We have this agility course we have set up here. He just likes to do stuff with a human. And that's your dog too. Your dog likes to do stuff with you. If you think that it's just about having a dog and giving him food, that's not what it's about. That is not what having a dog is about. Having a dog in a backyard, that's not what it is about. If you're not going to interact with the pet, why do you have it? Get a goldfish. Let's have Chip do it one more time from real far away. Right to edge, you won't even be able to see him. Here, Chippy, heel. Off leash, right, Chip?
You're damn right, off leash. I can do it, Caine.
Sit. Place. Sit. You're fucking awesome, man. What a guy. What a guy. You are good, dude. You really don't have to motivate your dog with food. It's really counterproductive. Don't do that. Think about it. Think about it. Food is tied into the dog's survival. It's so important to the dog. Even if the dog is calm, as you're reaching in your stupid looking fanny pack, bringing out the hot dog or whatever you use, which by the way, hot dogs aren't healthy for a human. Why would it be healthy for your dog? It doesn't have any calcium in it. It's protein without calcium. As you reach into the fanny pack and you're bringing it down to the dog, even if the dog was calm, it excites the mind of the dog when you give him the food and you condition that excitement. That's exactly what you don't want to do. Don't do it. I'm telling you, we have 4 million dogs dying every year because of this nonsense. Don't do it. Don't train your dog with food. Just spend some time with your dog. Start articulating stuff with the dog. And for God's sakes, use a leash. And if you can find a trainer that doesn't use food, I suggest that's who you use. Do not use somebody that's selling you garbage at PetSmart or Petco. These purely positive food trainers with their clickers. By the way, somebody was saying under one of my videos just yesterday, why don't you use food and why don't you use a clicker? It seems like a good thing. It's ridiculous. That clicker, you people that just like, you're always talking about the clicker. You don't really even understand the clicker. Hey, Chippy, heel. Sit. Good boy. The clicker is a marker. It tells your dog it's in the proper position, and no is what we use to tell the dog it's in the improper position. So what? You can't say good or good boy? You have to have some kind of mechanical device to indicate to the dog it's in a proper position, it's absurd. They're selling you garbage. These positive reinforcement trainers that go to ABC food training school, animal behavior college, it's a joke. They're selling garbage. That's what it's about. They're just looking for a quick response with the dog, and they know that they can get it with food. So the owner sees this and thinks, oh, that's a great idea, and for the rest of the dog's life, they're giving the dog food. It's nonsense. You're special, though, aren't you, Chippy?
Yeah, because I'm a Diresta. Look at me. I'm fucking awesome. I'm gonna have a YouTube channel, Caine. As soon as I get home, my dad's gonna hook me up.
That's awesome, Chippy. So you're going to have a YouTube channel. That's great.
Yeah, Caine, I'm gonna be a big star.
For some reason, I believe Chippy will be a big star.
My uncle's in Hollywood. He told me he's gonna hook me up with Lassie. I'm having puppies with Lassie.
Chippy, I don't think Lassie's alive anymore. Lassie would be like 80 years old. Lassie's not alive. No way.